G'day guys, got the detector here. You know which detector it is. Working on the bench at the moment. I've got it pretty dumbed down because it's in a environment where you normally would not operate a metal detector. As in, there is a lot of interference, and lights and fluoros, and also using a 14-inch coil on it, which is way too big to use indoors. But anyway, we're making the most of it. And on the scope there, you can see the transmitted waveform from this detector. It's very, very different than what a normal detector would do. I'll get my pointy stick here and give you an idea. This bit here, this line, that's the transmit pulse. It's actually meant to be down, but I've got the probe round the other way. No big deal. So you get the idea. But where it's very interesting, normally where you'd have a pulse like this, these vertical lines, you only have one. And that's the back EMF off the coil. This one's got it going in both directions, which is rather unusual. Anyway, I've got a metal disc here. It's actually for cleaning soldering iron tips. I might as well use it for a target. Whoops, I think it's a hand over the lens. Okay. I've got it up. You got to remember, this is dumb right down. It would be probably about, I don't know, 20 times better out in the field, but I'm pretty high up. Where am I, about 450 or so, still getting it. The other thing I've got here is these hot rocks. They're just about pure ironstone, come from Kalgoorlie. Most detectors have a hard time removing these from the signal when you're going along the ground. But this detector, I just push the button to ground balance him. And level should come back to 0, close to. It's a slow process because I'm doing it inside the house. It's pretty hard. But it totally ignores like on a normal detector it would scream on this, and that's just a nuisance value. You don't want to pick these up, but not a problem. And back on the target. Whoops. So on big gold, even though this is turned right down, it's really impressive. And you can make it fairly quiet too. I'm absolutely amazed it's working with that big coil. I could not do that on a Minelab detector, not in a million years. It would not work. It'd be squawking like, a cage full of chickens. But yeah, quite impressive. It's probably running about 10 degrees over ambient temperature, well within normal specification. It's just sitting there purring. On the controls here, It's basically ground balance, but it's a multi-function. You can push this joystick here in multiple directions and use it for different functions, which is basically here. And here is the explanation of the display. Ground balance channels, earth field reduction, damping level, which is basically those spikes you see on the oscilloscope off the coil, ground balance fine adjustment there, which is at 339, channel 1, channel 2, analog digital converter values. They will just change and update. You can probably see them there, they'll probably move around a little bit. That's to do with interference. You can see the interference on those scope lines there on the display. I've got it damped as well. It's got a damping function. The FT there you can see on 10, that's a internal filter, and 10 is very high. It should be down probably, maybe 2 or 3, but I can't do that inside the workshop. It'd just be too noisy. So, gives you an idea how it all works. There's a GPS antenna sitting there on top. Basically just sits like so if you put it in a box. Power switches on the back, like so. I don't know if you noticed, the screen is backlit, so I'll turn it on again. You can have a look at it start up. And it'll just settle down. But to cut some of this light out here, you can see the even the one above me. If I put my hand there, you can see the screen's a nice blue colour. What else can we do? On big targets, say you had that's a little tiny can of some sort of lubricant spray. If I put that near the coil, I mean, that's way up in the air there. I mean, it's up here somewhere. Yeah, it's really hard to do in here, but it picks it up, not a problem. And if it was out in the field, it'd be a lot better than what we're getting in here. So just proof of concept. It's working really well. Yeah, the new version will probably be a lot better again. Oops. Just telling me my battery in the phone's going flat. Okay, that should do you. Catch ya.